Parup, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. Wave Direct has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, Relay for Life was held at Petrick Park. A petition is being passed around Mountain View Casino. And meet the family behind Infinity Hospice Care. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, May 20th, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, Metro police officers are getting a raise after the department struck a deal with the Las Vegas Police Protective Association. This is the first multi-year contract since 2005, including raises for the men and women of Metro. The labor agreement between Metro and the Las Vegas Police Protective Association includes a 1.5% cost of living allowance, which takes effect July 1st, and a 2% increase in July 2015, as well as covering insurance increases for the 2014 fiscal year. Well, the annual Pahrump Relay for Life was held at Petrick Park on Friday night until Saturday at noon.
This is our 14th annual event. We started tonight at 6 o'clock and we're going to go all night because cancer doesn't sleep. We're going to be here till noon tomorrow, which is Saturday. We do this event every year around the middle of May, so if you didn't make it this year and you're thinking about joining next year, find me.
What's the theme of this year's event?
This year's theme is superheroes. So if you walk around, you'll see people dressed in cape crusaders and tights, not so much, but a lot of capes I'm seeing and masks.
And so you're wearing this wonderful purple, and the purple is the color for Relay for Life, right?
Yes, purple is the color for all cancers. So, pink is breast cancer. Different cancers have a different color, but purple represents all colors. So we do this in honor of all cancer survivors. If you notice, the survivors are all wearing purple shirts. They get a free survivor shirt when they register. They get a free goodie bag. They got dinners provided by the Elks tonight. Everybody gets dinner provided by the VFW tomorrow, pancakes and sausage. The community comes together really big and strong to do different events through the year leading up to tonight.
Let's talk a little bit about the crowning that happened here right before the actual Survivor Walk.
That is called the Crown of Hope. We started that 4 years ago, and what they do is we find out people in the community that have been recently diagnosed and are currently going through treatment, and we want to give them a crown of hope that lets them know we're behind them to support them in their fight against this terrible disease. So we bring them up on stage. They have no idea that they are going to be crowned as the Crown of Hope. They don't know who. We contact the family. We talk to the family. The family sets everything up. The family gets them down here under the guise of just doing the Survivor Lap. And then this year's crown recipient was Cal Greenleaf and Linda Lewis. And they are both currently undergoing their treatments and having a hard time of it. We want them to know that we're behind them.
So all these things, people can find out more information by giving you a call, by going on to Relay for Life, Pahrump Relay.
PaHrumpRelay.org, or cancer.org. You can find out about our different programs, or you can call me directly, 616-902-0629.
Inspiration Senior Living is inviting everyone to their facility this week. Here's Ginger Stumney with more information.
We're hosting a chamber mixer for the Pahrump community. If you're a chamber member, look for your e-blast. It's going to come out there. It is on the 21st, Wednesday, from 6 to 9 p.m. It'll be held upstairs, Inspirations, in the activities room. It is going to have heavy hors d'oeuvres, heavy, not quite a sit-down dinner, but the menu is fantastic. We also are having adult beverages, and there's free of charge. We decided to go with a theme, so it is a 60s theme. You are welcome to dress appropriate if you want to dress the 60s theme. Staff has been asked to dress 60s theme, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Where's Inspirations at?
It's at 1554 South Java, but if you use GPS, it's going to choke on the address, basically the west end of Honeysuckle off of Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
And Desert View Hospital's cardiopulmonary manager, John Forsee, was recently named Rural Respiratory Therapist of the Year at the American Lung Association's 28th Advances in Respiratory Care Conference on Friday, May 16th. Forsee was one of only 5 respiratory care professionals recognized in Southern Nevada for his outstanding work in his area of expertise. The award, which came as a surprise to Forsee, was presented at a luncheon during the conference. Well, a petition has been circulating around a local casino. Find out which one when we come back.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Integrity Taxi. Reliable, safe, and fun. Call Integrity Taxi at 751-1111.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, Brian Bittram from Infinity Hospice Care tells us all about his family-owned business.
Hospice, in terms of a philosophy of care, is really important to hear about and to learn about. Hospice supports both the patient and the family. Hospice is a philosophy where we provide things that people need at the end of life and before the end of life. And so it's the opportunity to meet patients where they are in terms of when they're dealing with a life-limiting illness, listen to some of the things that are going on, help them with their pain, manage their symptoms. And so it's a lot different than people think.
Infinity Hospice Care has developed their own personal philosophy from years of experience, I'm sure, and learning about patients and what their needs have been.
Oh yeah, I grew up around the dinner table, listening to stories from Mom, who was a hospice nurse almost 25 years ago, talking about all the things that she did to provide care for people and help them. And so it really wasn't a scary thing. And one of those people along that journey was my brother, and we started the business with Mom in 2005, and so we've really learned a lot of the things that she's learned over the years to pass on to our staff, which is that each patient teaches us something about the way that we would like to care for one another. And so it's about learning. So our philosophy really as a family is about really trying to listen to patients and families, find out what their needs are, meet their specific needs, provide supportive care that is individualistic for them.
Finding out and growing every single day and finding out what that patient needs, what the family needs, what level of care that they need, right?
Yeah, I think it's a journey, and I think it's really important that just because somebody feels great today or feels horrible today, we can change that and we can help change that. And so in hospice, it's really one of those first times where we start asking people, what are you hoping for? How are you feeling today? What does quality of life mean to you? What are you looking for? What isn't happening for you in your medical care? And so when we do that, people start to tell us, well, I wish that I wasn't so short of breath. I wish I didn't feel so nauseated. I wish that I could do the things I really enjoy. And so in hospice, we create a space for them through comprehensive symptom management where they can then experience the things that they really like to do. So it turns out that it's actually just the opposite of what you think, because when somebody feels better, now they can start thinking about all the people they want to talk to, all the things they want to do, all the experiences, the conversations, the quality of life, the stuff they enjoy, and we can help them achieve that. And that's really the goal of hospice.
Well, local author Francine Winters talks about her new book.
I've been writing for years in what I call the cracks of life, and then suddenly I finally decided that it was great to get close to publishing with a big publishing house, but it was getting frustrating. So everything has changed so much. We put together a family publishing company, and the kids all decided this was what we should do, and published my first book. It was a big decision, just trying to decide which book to come out with first, because I've been writing so long, and I have a bunch of things kind of sitting there in the shelf, almost done. And the boys decided they liked this. It's very timely. It's too bad it wasn't done 10 years ago, before Twilight and all the rest of that, right? But it's a kind of geared towards a young adult teen kind of girl audience. But my older son, who is definitely not a teen or a girl, he really enjoyed it. It was his favorite, and he kind of really pushed for this one to come out first.
What's the name of it?
It's called Sharks and Minnows. Did you ever play that game?
No, but tell me what it's about.
Well, the book or the game? I'll try to do both at the same time. Sharks and Minnows is a game that kids play in the parks, and what you do is all the minnows line up on one side, and there's one shark in the middle, and you run across the field, and the shark tries to tag you. Now, when you're tagged, then you're frozen, and then for some unknown reason, you try to help the shark tag the other minnows. And so this very interesting young lady, Jolie, who's the main character in the book, she has every possible thing that could possibly be wrong, I think, in her life. She's based on many of the juvenile probation kids that I've known up here in Nye County that I worked with, plus some really interesting adults that I've met that were very gifted, truly gifted psychically, and so I kind of mashed them together. And so she has a really hard home life, plus she has all these strange gifts that she doesn't know what to do about. Not an unusual story, but ultimately, hopefully, a really good read still, and unusual twists. Of course, that's what we always hope for.
So this is available right now?
It absolutely is. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, all those normal websites all are carrying it.
Well, the Northeast Nevada Interagency Fire Management Program and Great Basin College will offer the Wildland Fire Science Academy in Elko from May 27th through June 1st. This academy will provide 100 to 300 level National Wildland Fire Coordination Group certified training to any interested and qualified wildland firefighter. For more information about the academy, including how to register for courses, please visit their website at gbcnv.edu. Coming up, find out more information about Stovall and Associates.
Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back. Well, Stovall and Associates representative Michael Selbach was caught up with Deanna O'Donnell at the recent Biz Expo at the Pahrump Nugget.
Stovall and Associates, we've been here in Pahrump for quite some time, and we are the legal counsel for the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. We are a full law firm with over 6 offices in Nevada and California, and we have over 14 attorneys working for us, and we're here for anything you need.
One of the reputations that Stovall and Associates seems to have had around town is really fearless.
Yes, we are, and we're good lawyers for good people. We really are here to help the community. We love this small community. We've been a part of it for a long time, and we're just here to help.
What kind of services do you guys have to offer?
Basically, we do every kind of law firm or law that you could think of. But some of the things I wanted to talk about that we do for free is a free will. We do free power of attorneys, healthcare directives. If you have a house and it's not homesteaded, we actually do that for free as well. If you get a traffic ticket, whether it's in Nye County or Clark County, we'll go to court for you and represent you for free. The reason we do that is if you ever have a more serious and pressing matter, you're going to remember that. You're going to come back to us.
About payment plans, how can you guys work with people who might not be able to afford some legal services?
Absolutely, we do. We have for like bankruptcies, divorces, stuff like that. We do payment plans, and basically we can't stretch it out for a real long time. But if we can stretch it out over 4 or 5 months and get it taken care of for you, we'll definitely help.
You guys have seemed to have kind of ingrained yourself a little bit into the community.
Yes, that is basically our idea. Like I said, good lawyers for good people. We are here to be part of the community, not just a law firm. So we give back as much as the community we can because they give back to us. That's why we've been here and been so successful in Pahrump.
Well, a very special viewer contacted KPVM TV to tell us about a petition she has been circulating around a local casino.
A petition has been signed inside Mountain View Casino here concerning the attire of one of the waiters here.
All the girls in Pahrump and, in Vegas that are the cocktail waitresses wear shorts, tight fitting, and I call them boob pusher-upper shirts, T-tops, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Yes, and here at Mountain View they have Joe, the bartender, plus he's the cocktail waiter. Look at this. He's got on long sleeve shirts, buttoned all the way up.
Yeah.
Right? You can't tell if he's got hair on his chest or not. And look at these pants. At least they're a little bit tighter fitting today. But, we're being discriminated against, the women. So I told him, if he didn't wear shorts, I'm going to get a petition. So that's what I did, and I have 85 signatures, and after you sign it, we'll have 86.
86, that's right. We'll just
Yes,
I'll
sir.
get 86. Yeah, okay.
But, I want him to wear shorts.
Yeah.
You spoke to the management about this?
Yes, I talked to Big Jim and asked him if there was a dress code. He said, yes, somewhere there's a book that is probably so much dust on it, couldn't read it to begin with, but it's very slack here. And so I asked him, I said, is it okay if he wears pants, shorts and stuff tight? He said, yes, but he would have to wear a shirt. Oh, that's okay, yeah, we can do that. So there's nothing against it as far as his job. He wouldn't lose it, but us older ladies would be happy as could be.
Judy, tell me what the petition says.
Well, it says legal petition. You know me. We, the undersigned, object to Joe, the bartender's present attire, while the female employees wear tight shorts and tank top. It is only fair to the female society that Joe should also wear short, tight-fitting wife beaters or tank tops. Thank you so much for your cooperation, and this is what our dream of him would look like, but we'll settle for what we got.
We'd like to thank Judy for bringing us down here to Mountain View Casino. Of course, Mountain View Casino for their wonderful sense of humor. Joe for allowing us to come down here. If you'd like to sign that petition, it is up at the bar. And say hi to Joe for us, but I really don't think he'll be changing his uniform anytime soon. This is Deanna O'Donnell at Mountain View for News 46.
Now let's join Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, May 20th. I'm Angela Miles. Now that it's official, AT&T plans to buy DirecTV. Consumer groups are pushing back. One group says the mega merger will cause cable prices to go up with less competition. AT&T is paying $48.5 billion for the satellite company to grab a larger base of video subscribers. Facebook is said to be developing a rival to Snapchat after a failed $3 billion takeover attempt by Facebook to buy Snapchat. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is said to to be personally overseeing the development of that new app. And graduating with an MBA pays off. A new survey says 80% of employers intend to hire MBAs this year, up from 73% last year. And there's a demand tick up in the U.S., but there's stronger demand coming from Asia and Europe for those MBAs. Employers planning to hire college grads minus an MBA falls to 74%. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, after these messages, we're going to have Noah begin with your local weather, so keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today we had nice sunny skies with a high of 74 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 90 degrees, so it's definitely on the chilly side outside today. Winds are coming from the south-southwest at 17 miles per hour with gusts up to 36 miles per hour. Some very high winds out there. Sure hope none of you blew away. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 22%. SunOS is at 534 this morning, and the record high in 2005 was 102 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 52 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 67 degrees. Winds will be coming from the southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 15 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 31%. Sunset will be at 7:48 p.m. and the record low in 1975 was 46 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 31%. Sunrise will be at 5:34 a.m. and the UV index will be 10, which is very high. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have a mostly cloudy week, though it looks like we might be seeing some straight sunshine at the beginning of next week. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the high 70s going up to the high 90s early next week, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the mid 50s going up to the low 70s next week.
Thank you, Noah. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.